Hey everybody, this is Sheryl. This is Clientele. I am welcoming you today. So excited that you're here. And I know I always say that, but I am. And I've got incredible guests, two amazing women who happen to be best friends, have a business together and more. And I'm going to let them tell you all about it. But I'm going to introduce you to Leslie Calloway and DeAnna Kane, founders of Heart and Hospitality magazine, founders of Mon Ami Women's Ministry. I just messed up that word, but I think you got it, everybody. Ministry. And also church planters. There's so much for them to share. I want to invite you to say hi to our audience.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, hi. It's wonderful to be here with you.
We are so excited to be here and share a little bit of our journey.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, cannot wait to hear all about it. And we got introduced by one of our former guests, Ben Starling from Southern Philanthropy, who said, you know what, Sheryl, I've got two ladies that I think you really need to meet. And boy, was he right. So I'm going to ask you both, Leslie and DeAnna, to tell your story about your publication company, your new magazine, your new projects. We only have a half an hour. I don't know how we're going to do this.
We're really good at telling the story, so I think we can do it. I'm going to let Leslie go first and talk about Mon Ami, and that will kind of spawn off the magazine.
Yes. I started Mon Ami Ministries over 21 years ago. And it was designed to reach out to women in the form of hospitality, where as a pastor's wife, I met so many women in the foyer of the church. And when I'd say, hi, how are you? Everybody would say, oh, I'm fine. And then I would find out their marriages are falling apart. Their kids are struggling. So many issues going on. And we didn't really have that personal relationship. And I thought, how could so much be going on in so many lives of the women in my church alone? And we just don't know, and I think we just didn't have the time in the foyer of the church. Everybody comes in, they have church, and everybody kind of goes their way. And so Mon Ami Ministry was a way to sit down, extend hospitality over a cup of tea, a cup of coffee for 45 minutes and just listen to women. And so it became, what I did initially was pack a basket filled with my best china and my silver service and linens, because I felt if I was going out, I wanted to take my very best to women. And I would just call and say, do you have 45 minutes? And if they did, I would say, I'm bringing the party to you. And I would drag along another woman, that was two relationships that were being forged. And we would just sit down and have the most wonderful time. And it's amazing in that kind of biblical hospitality, how women will let their hair down and become transparent and just share. And it gave opportunity to love on someone who might have been depressed, who needed to be encouraged. It was a great opportunity to celebrate women who had something wonderful happen in their life. And, the women from the church could come in and say, this is wonderful, where maybe we wouldn't even have known. And so it just became such a great opportunity to pour into women and just share hospitality. And so one thing led to another, and I was able to present it nationwide. Now we're global. We have presented Mon Ami in South Africa and in Kenya. We have taken it. It's in Italy. It's in Pakistan. We had just so many different places where it's non-confrontational evangelism. You may not be able to just go in and just preach the gospel, but you can say, hey, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like a cup of tea? Mm-hmm. And so that's how Mon Ami got started. And it really was either me taking a basket out or sitting in my kitchen with a little table and just listening to women and sharing. And so because it was about taking my china places, presenting a pop-up party, that's what we call them, where we just take these parties out. Maybe someone didn't want me to bring my basket to their home, so we could take it to a park, or of course I would have them to come over to my house as well. So it was a very natural thing when DeAnna said, hey, have you considered doing a magazine, or would you want to do that?
I don't know how it came about. We just came up with the idea.
Yes, and it was on my list of things that I would love to do.
Yeah,
and hers as well.
Yeah, because my background a lot is as I'm a writer, and that's how, I initially met Ben Starling, who introduced us, is that, we both worked for Museum of the Bible. And so not only did I do a lot of the content creation for the museum and all of the collateral that was sent out, I also did a lot of their high-end events. So I've been in hospitality and written about hospitality and what we do for so long that it just came natural that I also sat on the board with Mon Ami, with Leslie and a few other ladies. And so we were just brainstorming one day and I said, hey, what do you think about doing a magazine? And she's like, oh my gosh, it's always been my dream. Right. So we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know how to do it. We didn't have any contacts or connections in the industry. And I said, well, let's just do it. Let's see what God has in store for us. So we just started doing it ourselves. That's our philosophy
and a lot of things. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. If we don't know how to do it, we'll figure it out. God will lead the way. And that's really what happened. So we've started developing this publication, and it really became a great way, not only for us to expand our ministry with Mon Ami and being able to reach other people, but the whole point of Mon Ami is to reach out to other people, to equip them to send them out to go reach somebody, and from there to go send somebody else out to go reach people in their community. And a lot of times, it becomes
church, this ever increasing circle of encouragement and hospitality.
And oftentimes we see the church kind of waits for people to come to them when they need help. And the whole point of Mon Ami is we don't wait for people to come to us. We go out into the community. So this is a way. So Heart of Hospitality magazine is our way of giving back to the community as well, to teach other people how to be hospitable, how to create connection and relationships. Yeah. We go through every issue we have, every issue we have what's called the Etiquette Corner. So etiquette is kind of a lost art nowadays. And what a lot of people don't realize is etiquette is really established there for other people. It's not really for us, it's for other people and how to behave. A lot of people just don't know that. They don't teach that in schools anymore. So we're bringing a lot of the classic training back, but in a modern world, but in a way that's not just all rules and regulations. It's really about cultivating and creating relationships. So Heart of Hospitality. So we created Casey Media Publishing, which is our publishing firm, and Heart of Hospitality is our first publication. But we do have other publications that are in the works right now that we are looking to get out within the next probably year.
So talking about the publication company, Heart and Hospitality, Etiquette, which is such, as you said, a lost art right now. And I've seen in your magazine, because I'm a subscriber now. I love it, everybody. You got this magazine. It's so awesome. The spreads that you do, the table setups and the pastries and the glassware and the stemware, I should say, and the silverware. And also I've seen your events for Mon Ami when you have several women at a luncheon or a tea. They're just so gorgeous and beautiful, and you are bringing this, as you said, to the world. And then I know that you also have some potential television opportunities.
We do. We have a two actually right now that we are in production with, that we're sort of developing and designing right now. So we're sort of getting our shot list ready and getting our tools together for like a sizzle reel. We're going to pitch it to a couple of television studios and production companies. Right now, we're just starting off with just some YouTube stuff that we're doing. So we're bringing a lot of what we do in the magazine, practical advice, and putting it out there in front of others. And it's really like the current one that we're doing right now is the thrift store finds. And, we have all these great pieces, and everybody's always asking, where do you get those? And, oh my goodness, that must have cost so much money. And there are some that can be, quite pricey and, those heirlooms, but then we find a lot of great deals. So we're teaching people how to find stuff and be able to use stuff and different things that they wouldn't think of. That really doesn't break the bank. Like when we do Mon Ami, like Leslie said, we put our fine china and our linen napkins and the silver tea set. But we just did a Mon Ami party because nowadays they're coming out with these great designs for like paper plate products and plasticware that really looks top notch. And so we just wanted people to steal. Because she would never do this.
No.
But we also realize that not everybody has like really, upscale china that they may or may not have. Or, we just want to know that people to know that there's something for everybody and it's easy and anybody can do it.
And to that, you may be at a park where that's the easiest thing to do,
right?
Where you can just toss everything that you have. But the idea of the magazine really is to make this an easy process for everyone, where someone might say, oh, I can't extend hospitality, or it makes me so nervous. We hear that so often. We want this to be made simple for people, where you can just follow along and we'll just guide you through the steps, and you can go to a thrift store, you can go to the Dollar Tree, which we've done that before, where we'll do a whole table setting that turns out so lovely, but we've purchased everything at the dollar store.
And it was like $30.
Just so we could just show people.
Yeah.
Just so we could show women, you don't have to have upscale china. You don't have to have, your heirlooms passed down from your grandmother or something. You can literally make something look beautiful out of something that's very affordable. And we want to just show that to women.
Exactly. And one thing that I'm going to say before we actually talk about your clientele journey in just a second is, to your point, I'm just so loving the idea of having somebody open up to you amongst just a small, intimate group, people that you said have issues that they normally don't talk about when you meet, because they'll say, oh, yes, everything's good. I'm blessed. Everything's great. And you hear all of that. But as you said, everything's really falling apart in their lives, and they are so desperate for touch and communication and prayer. And and that's what you're doing. And my gosh, what an incredible blessing. I want everybody to look for Mon Ami in all countries, and everybody to find both DeAnna Kane and Leslie Calloway. As a matter of fact, since we're right there, how do we find you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have websites for everything that we have. We have monamiministry.com. So you can see all of our programs and things that we do with Mon Ami. And that actually starts, we have 3 different levels of Mon Ami. So we start with Tickled Pink, which are our youngest girls, which start at 7, 8-ish, just depending. So we start them, and really that journey is about self-esteem and confidence, and extending yourself beyond yourself, and realizing that, recognizing other people's needs. So that we start those at our youngest girls, and then we have Teen Mon Ami, which are the kind of the transitional that'll go from Teen Mon Ami into the adult Mon Ami ministries. So you can find all of that at monamiministry.com, and then our magazine is at heartofhospitalitymagazine.com, and that just goes through all the magazine, the current publication that's on the newsstands, and you can just click right on the subscribe button on there to get a website. And I think that's it for those 2. Yeah. We have other stuff coming in. We've got some new programs that are launching. Like you said, we have the TV programs that were in the works. And we also have, through Heart of Hospitality, we have an event planning division, because that's what we do, is how all this started, was planning events and doing hospitality. So we have boutique parties, which is where we'll go in and we'll actually set the party up for you in different themes and color schemes and this, that, and it can be anywhere. You can be on the beach, could be in the park, could be, in your backyard and stuff. So we've had a lot of people who are craving to have that whole Mon Ami and hospitality experience, and a setting the way we set it up. So that is where Boutique Parties has come. So we're launching that this spring as well. So we're a little busy, but it's great. We have a lot of fun doing it.
I would say that you're extremely busy. So again, everybody, I want you to like and share this information, because if you've got somebody that you care about, you've got somebody that you love, you've got somebody that you could do this for. And as Leslie and DeAnna said, they're going to carry it forward to somebody else, and they're going to carry it forward to somebody else. And it's a whole domino effect. If you want to learn how to do this to bring joy to somebody else that really needs joy, men or women, whoever it is, they're the ladies to talk to. And I'm so glad they gave their information, which I'm going to do again. But like and share and like and follow. DeAnna and Leslie, when we have people that like and share, not only is it good for everybody to find out the information, but they also win $150 worth of Clientele and MDR products that we're going to announce a winner at the very end, which I'm going to ask you to help me do. So, and then when they like and, pardon?
That's wonderful.
Fantastic. We love giveaways.
It is. So that's our hospitality too.
Yeah,
I
love it.
When they like and follow, they get all kinds of fun things when they call us at 800-327-4660. And that's Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So You tell us that you like and follow. We know that you did, and you're going to get all kinds of fun stuff. So now we want to get into the clientele journey of Leslie and DeAnna, and their journeys are different. Different skin, similar lifestyle, but different bodies. Everybody's got something different going on. So I'm going to hand it to whoever wants to start first about what you've noticed since you've been using Clientele and MDR.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
So, I have used lots of different cosmetic lines or skincare lines. And I have noticed that, I had a lot of like rosacea in my skin, and I had I have this one little area, which you can't see, one little area right here on my forehead that will dry out, and it gets really peely and stuff like that. So, things like the supplements and the, I'm so sorry. What is the name of the little water flavoring thing? I'm drawing a blank on it right now.
The
vital factors.
The vital factors. Yes. So, I felt like, Leslie loves those. That's why I should have let her go first. But so I feel a lot of nutrients coming from that, and a lot of hydration coming from that, because I have a really, really hard time drinking water. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. I know everybody says there is no taste. I don't like it. It's really hard for me. So when I put flavoring in and I don't like citrus stuff, like really, like people will just squeeze lemon into water, and I can't do that. I don't like just lemon or lime. So it's a nice flavoring that goes, that goes with the water. So that's really great. I love products that are really easy to apply. I love first of all, my favorite product, I think, out of all of them, and I only get to use it once a week, which I'm not happy about, because I wish I could use it every day, is the face mask. I love the face mask. I used to do a face mask every day, if for nothing else, the mental state of just laying down for 20 minutes. I brought mine little here. It comes in this cute little bag like this. Well, ours did. It came in a cute little bag, and she's holding up the packages. So you kind of get to play with it. You sort of put them all in the little container, and you mix it together, and it comes with a little brush that you apply. And when you apply it, you can feel the tingling, like the menthol in there. It starts to tingle, and you could just, lay down for that 20 minutes. That is my favorite thing to do. I look forward to that every week. So that's been great. And I also love the firming serum. I brought this with because I didn't know if visuals are a good idea or not. So we just brought
everything with.
Yeah, we brought it with us. So, so the firming serum we love. Well, I love yours. Hers is a little different. Oh, yours is the same. I thought ours was different. I thought we both had different ones.
How is this for advertising? We both have this.
This is how we always
talk. We both have the Lotus
on the same
serum
page with everything, and we didn't even realize we had the two of
that's what we brought.
Our favorite products. Yeah. So I love that. I love the smell of it. The lotus flower in there is really good. And then my third product that I really, really like, again, because it's super easy, is the Soothie. So this is the moisturizer.
Yes.
I like them because they're really easy to apply. And like with the Soothie, it's one pump. I don't have to do 2 or 3 pumps. It's one pump. It does my whole face, my neck, the décolletage area. So I like the fact that they're super easy to apply. I love the fact that I don't have to do 12 steps, when I put on all the products, and, in the morning, and in the evening, it's a quick little, it's an eye cream, and you have your moisturizer, your revitalizing in the evening. So I like the fact that it's very quick. It's very easy. It's not cumbersome, and you're like, oh gosh, I got to wash my face, and then I got to put this on, and then I got to put that on. So I like that the system itself is very simple, and it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, that's fantastic. And I want to just speak to that point for just a minute before we get into Leslie's journey, and say the reason that you're both using this serum, even though your skins are different, is because the Lotus is the whole science behind Clientele. And this is something that we have an exclusive patent on. Our founder, who is a biochemist and a food scientist, her background is in nutrition. She discovered the story of the lotus seed. UCLA scientists brought it back from China and India. Talk about travels to the United States, because there was something that was very mysterious about it. It was actually able to grow the lotus seed after 1,288 years of laying dormant. So they brought it back to the US.
Crazy.
Our founder found out about the studies and said, what would this do to human skin? And sure enough, we had this exclusively patented. I should say we were awarded the patent because the seed really defies the aging process. It's a protein enzyme repair. It literally repairs the DNA. So the protein enzyme repair prevents unhealthy cells and promotes new healthy cells. So when the cells get to the top, they're smooth, they're refined, there's 55% firmness in the first 10 minutes. I know like I sound like a commercial, but the lotus seed, I do. The lotus seed is integral in every single thing you're doing, inclusive of your vital factors. And this is something that's keeping the skin firm, youthful, and promoting new cells. So that's why you're both doing this. Now, the facial mask, by the way, I know you're both using it.
Yes.
You can use more than once a week. It's just that you are a little bit more on the sensitive side. And with rosacea, etc., that we're controlling right now, DeAnna. So I just wanted to make sure that we made sure that your skin felt comfortable, because it's very cold and tingly, as you said.
Oh, I
but
love
you
it.
can definitely use it 2 times a week.
Okay.
And that's something that you're both using as well.
Yes.
So what have you noticed, before we get to you, Leslie, which I'm going to ask you in just a minute as well? Overall, DeAnna, what have you noticed that's completely different about the way your skin looks versus anything else you've ever used, and the way you feel?
Yeah, well, I like the ease of it. So the stress of having to put everything on is not there. So I'm much more relaxed and calm when I do it. And I know that sounds kind of silly, because that's more of a mental thing than a physical thing. But I really think the mental frame of mind that we have to get into, if you're stressed about doing something and you're not looking forward to it, then that's where a lot of your wrinkle lines come from, and you don't realize it. So that's one thing, is that it makes me feel a lot more calmer, when I know that I'm going to go through this process, and it's not a trudge for me. It's not like, oh gosh, I got to do this. So that is really helpful. The other thing is, I feel like I'm getting a little firmer on things. We've
and you
only
don't
been
have
on
that dry patch at all.
No, I don't have that dry patch, which is really good. And it's actually, I feel like it's, even though I only apply it to the direct face area, I feel like because I have little patches like on the hairline as well, those dryness spots, and I don't see those as much either. So I feel like maybe the hydration is helping a lot. And we have a really hectic, stressful life. I mean, not stressful. I shouldn't say that, because it's not. Yeah. It's just hectic, and we're very busy. And a lot of times, we're up until 1, 2 in the morning, working. Because that's just a lot of times, the kids are asleep, and it's when like our creative juices start flowing. So but I don't feel like I'm worn down on it. Like there's days, when you wake up and you're with your skin, and you just feel like, I can't even look in the mirror. That just is awful, because I haven't gotten good sleep, and I don't feel like that. So if I don't get a really good night's sleep, I feel like when I wake up the next day, my skin and my face doesn't look like I'm really worn out.
Yes.
And I think that's really what it is. It's like,
that's the truth.
I don't necessarily know if I notice something from a day-to-day basis from when I started to now, but I can tell you on the days when I do feel like I would have woken up and my skin would have felt kind of,
I feel the
run
same.
down or not really vibrant. Like there's those days when you just don't get enough sleep, and you wake up and you're like, ugh, it doesn't really feel good. I don't feel like that. So on those days when I haven't got enough sleep, I still feel like my skin is a little bit more vibrant, and I'm not looking like I need to hide a mask.
Then you're definitely experiencing results, because if you are seeing that, that is huge.
Yes.
And then we're going to take this over now to Leslie. So thank you for that, DeAnna. I'm so appreciative. And we're going to take it over to Leslie. Leslie, what changes have you seen in your skin with Clientele and in your energy?
Well, in my energy, and I brought these because the supplements that I'm on, that I have the morning. Yep, I have the morning. I have the evening, and then the mineral. Oh my goodness! Yes, I had them in my little bag. I just took them out.
Bag. She talks about these all the time.
I do, because one of the things that we didn't mention is, on top of all that, my husband and I are planting a church here in Los Angeles.
Oh my gosh.
So I will tell you, the fact that I can work from the inside out is very important to me, and I think that's important anyway. The fact that you have these minerals working with your supplements, so that it will process in your body the way that it should, and that you get the most from your nutrients. From the nutrients in these, I love them. And this is the one thing that I really notice, that when I do go to sleep, I sleep like a rock in the best of way, in the best way.
Yes.
Where I would wake up and then I couldn't go back to sleep, but I really sleep hard. If that, I mean, it's like it's a deep sleep. Well, I'm well rested, even if I get 5 hours, which I don't recommend that, but if it happens, at least I feel like I'm
we have
covered.
those days.
I do love that. Love it
And
very much.
those, thank you. And to both of your points, because DeAnna, you're also saying deep sleep.
Mm-hmm.
These are also definite benefits that you're seeing because your body is utilizing every single thing in the nutrients. They're called daily nutrient supplements, a morning and mineral, an evening and mineral. We just both held them up here. And I also have my little stress control in here as well. But this is a complete system that our founder, who again, her background is nutrition and she's a biochemist, combined with her team of doctors, scientists, researchers, food scientists. Now, a lot of our doctors, researchers, food scientists, etc., collaborate with Nobel Prize winning doctor teams and researchers, etc., to create this so that your body gets everything it needs when it needs it, and there are no cancellations as you would get with buying all kinds of separate vitamins that do not work together.
Yes,
So
and that I love that everything was together too, that I didn't have to take all my separate supplements.
And can I just say, with these, they smell really good. I don't know. Did you notice this? Have you smelled them? They don't taste how they smell, but I don't know what is in these, but the actual pill smells really good. It's like very sweet, but I don't know. It's just sometimes you can, when you smell vitamins, they smell kind of icky.
Yes.
So I don't want to take them. Those smell really, really good.
Well, I'll just say to that point too, everything is naturally sourced. So we get literally the finest ingredients. And I know everybody says that it sounds like a commercial again, but we do. When I tell you that, again, we're collaborating with Nobel Prize winning doctors, etc., and we have everything patented, we get the finest. There is no junky stuff. And that is why a lot of nutrients do not work well for you, because they are not sourced well. So not only are they not combined well, they're not sourced well. And then you're spending a fortune and not getting the absorption.
Yes.
So did you have more?
I did. I love the Youthifier also. The Youthifier serum.
What do you think that does? What are you seeing from the Youthifier?
Well, I noticed the minute I put it on, everything tightens. I mean, everything feels smooth, tight. Pores seem refined a little bit more. I don't know the science of everything this will do for me, except that I love it when I put it on. It seems like such a great foundation, kind of, the beginning.
And what that does, Leslie, just so you know, the Youthifier is it's a communicator with your cells. It has what are called youth factors. And it's like this and your cells are having a conversation. And this is telling your cells, be young, be young, be young. So anything around it that could actually damage the cell will immediately be repaired, because it continues to have a communication between the cells and the product. There's so many incredible ingredients. I would mind boggle everybody if I told you what all the ingredients were, because you'd have to look them up on Google. But it also goes in, one of the things we don't realize is that we've got dead skin cells all the way down, not just here, which have to be exfoliated so everything can absorb, but all the way down into the deep, deep, deep layers of the skin. And what Youthifier is doing, it's like Pac-Man. It's going in there and it's eating up all the aged dead skin cells that you can't even get to normally.
I love that. Yeah.
Regenerating all the brand new healthy ones. And that's why you're seeing that firmness, that radiance, that luminosity that you're seeing. So that's why all of this is happening. So thank you for mentioning that.
Yes. So that was probably, those are my, I mean, I like all of them, but if I were just going to say today, the things that I would point out, the Lotus Firming Serum and this, and then the nutrients too, just the whole thing in combination, working together for firming up and just firming through here. I do feel like everything's just since I've been using this, just seems more refined. My pores, texture.
Yes. Yes. And I want to thank you for saying that. And, again, everyone, I just want to ask you to like and share this, because DeAnna and Leslie's information about how to give back, because this is the most important part of this program, It's how to love, it's how to give back, it's how to encourage, it's how to inspire. These ladies know exactly how to do that. They are experts at it because this lives in them. So I want everybody to know, how do we get in touch with you again? I want everybody to keep posted on when your shows are going to be coming out. I want everybody to buy Heart and Hospitality. It is very inexpensive, by the way, everybody, for what you get. Oh my gosh. And to learn how to set up a Monami. If we can tell everybody again, and anything that you want to leave everybody with, your thoughts would be wonderful.
Okay. Well, we would just love to connect with as many women as we can about Monami Ministry. It's monamiministry.com. That's our website. You can leave messages. We are very good about getting back with people. So if you contact us, we'd love to talk to you. We have actually a new chapter in the Midwest opening up, which is exciting. And we just found out just accidentally yesterday that there is a Monami spring tea happening in the state of Washington, which I just noticed on when I was Googling Monami to see kind of what's happening with Monami other places, and it popped up, it was lovely. So yes, any way that we can encourage women and just keep that going, where women will just continue to step out of maybe their comfort zone and pour into someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you can get the magazine at heartofhospitalitymagazine.com. You can also email that at info@heartofhospitalitymagazine.com. And they're both, we check both of those emails. Yes. So you can also email that address if you had questions about Monami. It will still get to us. So they're very interchangeable, and we work very well together. So we look forward to meeting with some new people through this. And thank you so much for having us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
I believe you. Well, thank you, because you blessed all of us. And I'm excited, everybody, for you to connect with DeAnna and Leslie, because my gosh, you're going to have a world of information and a world of change and a world of blessings that you can't even anticipate beyond your wildest dreams, because these ladies really have something amazing to share with you. So I am so grateful to both of you. And I'm going to ask you to help me announce the winner, if you don't mind, of our $150 of some of the things that we may have been talking about. Mm-hmm. So if you can both come into the camera a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm going to whisper it to you. Okay. You come up a little closer.
I think there's a trick. I feel like, is Ashton Kutcher going to come out and we're being punked or something?
No, this is not like, what was that candid camera? This is not candid.
You could text it to me and I'll get the text.
Oh, well, I might do that too. All right.
You could do that and then nobody would hear it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
It's Carol Kennedy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Could you announce her?
Yes. It's Carol Kennedy.
Yes. Congratulations, Carol Kennedy. You are the winner.
Yes, we're excited for you.
Fantastic. Carol, call us. Okay. This is the way you're going to get your $150 worth of clientele and MDR.
You're not going to want to miss it.
Nope.
What's that?
I said she's not going to want to miss it.
Oh, no way. 800-327-4660. DeAnna said, and I think Leslie agrees. Do you agree that they don't want to miss it?
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
All right. So that's how you're going to reach us Monday through Friday. Just lost my earring. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like and share, like and follow. Call us. We're there. Call DeAnna and Leslie or email them. Get that Heart and Hospitality magazine. Follow Monami. Your life is going to be so blessed. Can we just say goodbye to everybody?
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being incredible guests. I love you already and cannot wait to meet you in person.
Yes.
Bye, everybody. Blessings. We'll see you next week. And don't forget to join us on Thursdays now at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Central Standard Time is 11:30 a.m. Wait a minute, I just said 9:30 p.m. 9:30 a.m. I think you can figure all of this out.
That's quite the meeting.
I'm confused. As long as you're there at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you know the rest, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye.